I never say good job to my baby, even though sometimes when I watch him try, I feel that urge. Obviously, I want to celebrate, I want to cheer. Yet, I know that those simple words that we take for granted and that most of the time we repeat simply because they are what we heard in the past do not always help children grow in ways that matter most. I've studied motivation for more than 15 years, teaching it to coaches, leaders, teachers, parents. And now it's a privilege unlike any other to bring this knowledge into the most important role of my life, being a mom, and to see the impact on Mylo. Children are naturally curious, naturally motivated. Children try, explore, and play because the activity itself is interesting and challenging, not because we cheer or clap. At first glance, praise seems like a simple way to support them to help build a positive self-image. But research shows it's surprisingly complex. Even with the best intentions, praise can also become a trap. The way we react to the efforts can either fuel their curiosity or quietly take it away. The most researched science of motivation in the world shows something powerful. Praise only works if it supports three essential things inside a child. Autonomy. They feel they're choosing to act, not being controlled or pushed. Competence. They feel capable, grounded in the effort they actually put in. And connection. They feel safe, supported, and loved no matter what happens. A simple good job doesn't do any of that. Inflated praise with words such as "you're amazing" or "that was so fantastic" is even worse. They're a form of evaluation that sometimes can even backfire. Children can start doing things for our approval rather than for themselves, to please us. Motivation becomes external, fragile, dependent on the next cheer, instead of fueled by their own drive to explore, learn, and discover on their own. Keeping in mind those three needs changes the way I watch Mylo play, and I think it could also change the way you watch your little ones. Later in this video, I'm going to share examples of praise that support those needs. It is now spring here in Montreal, but yesterday we had a snowstorm. Since Mylo's favorite activity at the moment is practicing his balance bike, he wants to be on his bike all the time, and we have limited space in the house for him to ride. We decided to go have lunch at the Timeout Market so that Mylo could have a large indoor space to ride his bike. So, what actually works if we don't say good job? I'll start by mentioning that it has been proven that quality of praise is more important than quantity, which means that we do not have to always say something. Sometimes when Mylo is exploring on his own and feeling capable, I don't feel the need to fill the silence with words. My presence alone supports our connection and his autonomy. I step in with praise only when it truly matters. For example, when he wobbles and gets back up, tries a new technique on his own, or makes a small decision that shows problem solving. Now, when we want to praise, research points to three simple yet powerful things we can do to preserve motivation. Describe the child's behavior, share your own positive feelings, or summarize their behavior with one word. In this video, I'll give examples of the first one. If you would like me to cover the 2 next ones in other videos, please let me know in the comments. Obviously, the goal is not to do it perfectly every time. That would create too much pressure on us parents. The simple fact that we are trying is already a very positive sign of our love and appreciation for the motivation and curiosity we want to nurture. When I describe his behaviors without referring to any external standard, I'm sharing information. It's not an evaluation. It's the function of the praise that makes the whole difference. So the most effective praise really has 2 parts. First, we describe what we see. Then, the child notices themselves and appreciates what they've done, forming their own inner compliment.
You want to try to dribble?
Good job? That's an evaluation. Rich descriptive feedback? That's information. And yes, this applies even to babies under 1. Studies show that children whose caregivers create an autonomy supportive environment with behaviors such as descriptive feedback explore more, persist longer, and play on their own. Let me show you what this looks like in real life with Mylo learning to ride the balance bike he got when he turned 11 months old. As an example, when he approaches his bike trying to figure out how to get on it, instead of saying, "You're a pro, good job, Mylo," I could say, "So to get on your bike, you are placing both hands on the handlebars." What's next, Mylo? You want to walk with it? Okay. Woo! You are lifting your leg to sit on the seat. Are you ready to go? You are pushing with one foot after the other, little boy. Is that you in the mirror on your bike? You are looking in the right direction when you're riding, Mylo. Giving Mylo information about his accomplishments by describing what I see instead of evaluating is part of how I'm choosing to raise a child who believes in himself. I've seen it in sports, schools, businesses, and homes how describing and appreciating what someone does without just cheering can make a real difference. Those moments when we describe the best in children to them become anchors. They settle into their emotional bank and no one can ever take them away. Children develop the habit of recognizing their own efforts and strengths, which builds strong, lasting self-esteem. If ever you decide that you want to try it with your children, I would love to know how it goes. And there's so much more to the science of motivation. I cannot wait to explore it more with you in upcoming videos. Yet for now, if you would like to dive deeper into the research behind praise, I'm gonna leave some links in the description below. From my perspective, one of the best gifts I can give Mylo is to help him believe in himself. And I'm hoping that with the right kind of praise, I can continue contributing to that in the years to come. I want Mylo to feel that he is capable of more than he can imagine, and I'm sure that you feel the exact same way with your children. Oh, and one more thing. We've created a program to help parents give feedback to their children. If ever you're interested in learning more about the program, there is a link in the description below.